Take some time just for you with this fun and easy blooms how-to. Believe it or not, they're made of Play-Doh compound. When you open the box, you'll find everything you need to make these amazing flowers. You can grab a pair of scissors to make it easier to open wrappers. Make sure you're working on a big enough flat, smooth surface that you can wipe easily. With this bouquet kit, you'll be using 3 different flower-making techniques: bloomed flowers, hand-formed flowers, rolled flowers. You'll also want to set aside some time to let your flowers dry. Then you'll use finishing spray to preserve them. It helps to have a trash can nearby to spray your dried flowers. Grab your blooms kit and let's get ready to bloom. We'll start with these bigger bloomed beauties. They'll be the star of your bouquet. You'll be amazed at how easy and satisfying this process is once you learn the steps. Start with a stick of compound, multi-tool, and one of the tube segments. Side note, if you want your flowers to match the box, follow this handy-dandy card. Cut the compound to the length of the tube, attach the tube segment, and place your little compound nub inside. Repeat these steps 3 more times. Place a flower cup over it. Grab this plunger and snap on a flower center. There are a few different types. Again, use the card to follow along exactly, or choose whichever center you like. Now here's the magical part. Press the plunger into the tube segments and your petals will start to form. It's okay if they rip a little bit, just keep going. Next, we'll carefully release our flower from the tool. Place 2 fingers underneath the flower cup at the base and lift to scoop the petals up. Once you reach the top, use your thumb to gently snap the flower center into the cup, releasing it from the plunger. You've made your first flower. Set it aside to dry. You'll see how to attach them to their stems a little later. Repeat this process to make 12 blooms. Here are some options to add variety. Change the shape of the petals with the other tube segments. You can also make some flowers with just 3 segments instead of 4. If you want to use the same tube segments but with different colors, use this handy multi-tool to clean the leftover compound out. But here's the thing, you don't have to clean out the segments after each bloom. If you leave those bits of color for your next flower, it'll create this super cool gradient effect. Whatever you decide, it'll come out great. Just remember that this compound is very forgiving, and it's easy to squish it up and start all over again. While your bloomed flowers dry, we'll make some smaller hand-formed flowers to fill out your bouquet and add more variety. These flowers use segment number 4 specifically. It looks like this. Just like before, we'll cut a stick of compound to the size of the tube. Attach the segment to the base and add the compound nub. Push the plunger down and watch the petals come out. Now grab a stem and pinch a small bit of extra compound. You'll put this little ball on the stem first. It helps the petals stick. Gently pull the petals from the tube, then press them around the stem one at a time. Don't forget that you can squish it all back together and start over if you need to. And there it is, your first hand-formed flower. Repeat this process to make 2 more stems of little hand-formed flowers. You can let them dry in the vase while you work on other parts of the bouquet. Our third and final flower-making technique is the rolled flowers. This technique doesn't use any tube segments, just the base, compound, and these branchy-looking stems. Take about ½ an inch off a stick of compound and roll it into a little snake shape. Press it into this lacy mold on the base. You can use the multi-tool to trim any excess. Here's a trick to get it out of the mold. Use your trimmings or a small ball of compound. Take your multi-tool and cut the little strip in half. Gently roll 1/2 of the strip into a rosette shape. Carefully separate the petals as you go. If this causes the strip to break, you can roll it back together. Stick the little rosette right onto the tip of one of the branches. Pinch the bottom of the flower to secure it to the stem. Do it again with the other strip you just cut. Repeat the process until you have 3 or 4 little rosettes on each stem. Leave it to dry. You can make 1 or up to 5 full stems filled with these little guys. Ready to put it all together? Of course you are. We'll start prepping the vase. First, make sure you let your flowers dry for about an hour and a half. If you had flowers drying in the vase, gently put them aside for now. Now it's time to snap the bloomed flowers to their stems. By now they should be pretty dry and less squishable, but still be careful with them. Grab the finishing spray and lightly spritz all your flowers one by one. Don't worry if the spray looks white at first, it'll dry clear. Remember, it's a good idea to do this over a trash can so that it doesn't get everywhere. Place the bouquet organizer. You'll arrange the rolled and hand-formed flowers in the vase first. Stick them in the holes on the outer edge of the organizer and work your way in. Now, the stars of the show will make their entrance. Place most of the bloomed flowers in the center of the organizer with the rest surrounding the center. Make sure to place them evenly so that one side of the vase doesn't get too heavy and fall over. Your kit also includes filler greenery, which you are welcome to place in any of the remaining bouquet organizer holes to fill gaps. Look at you, beautiful! Now all you have left to do is decide where to display it. Bookshelves, vanities, and desks are perfect places to show off your stunning creation.